Hello, 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 everybody. Happy, what is it? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Thank God. Thank God for everything. And by God, thank Him for a Wednesday. Another day, another show. I enjoyed, right now you're probably wondering why I'm not, you know, cambered up. Because I'm having issues with the old knees. Laying down and get the ice on them along with my braces. So kind of like Forrest Gump, but with ice packs. Eh, anyway, I been working a lot. I haven't been working a lot, not like that. I'm working a lot with my son in a way of trying to teach him things that will be useful and helpful to him and for him in the future. Being able to take care of your own affairs, being able to maintain your vehicle, things of that nature. You know, do things that you're capable of doing. Reasonable things. I'm not expecting anybody to be able to do anything out of. I don't expect anybody to erect an entire building or a skyscraper. But I think for the most part, a lot of things can be done with someone to show you, teach you the proper way, and then you have to want to be able to do it. You have to have a passion for it all the same. So it's one of those deals to where, yeah, you gotta want to do it, but you also want to be able to be good at it. That makes a difference. So from what I've seen out of him so far, he's very good in the way of taking instruction and following instruction. He doesn't start anything that he can't finish, and he finishes everything that he starts. And you know, from 16 years old, he does a good job, in my opinion. But there's still plenty of work and plenty of tools to learn how to do things with. So yeah, I picked up that Hyper Tough right angle die grinder. Walmart delivered it the other day. Made a little video on it. Used it when we did that project on that elf slash disc sander, that Dremel that we brought back to life. Not only did we replace the main drive belt, but we had to make brackets. We would have replaced brushes, but everything looked good. I took it apart. You know, we had a drill, had a cut with the right angle die grinder, the Hyper Tough from Walmart. So everything was closed, and there's just a couple little minor things, but all these things to be able to manufacture your own, to be able to make use of things that you are repurposing in a way, and finding things laying around that you could find that actually serve a purpose. So I think it's huge, and I'm super proud of how he's doing. And he seems to enjoy it, which is even more important than anything else. So at this age, finding something that you enjoy doing that you could actually build on and turn into a future and a career, that's huge. So he's just exciting about it. He's excited about welding, etc. And you know, I'm on his time and also on my time. So it's a work in progress, getting everything taken care of, moved around, not buying a toolbox, at least not yet. Simply because I can build shelves and put everything on that I've got areas where I can put all the hand tools. So not a necessity, but if need be, it can and will be done. Yeah, crazy old Russian. Alright, nice. Appreciate the comments as always. This is an interactive show. I always put a link on there so anybody and everybody always welcome to come on. Glad to have it. Excuse me. Real quick, I don't know. I'll find. Yeah, I was on last week. I was sitting in the garage, but I didn't use StreamYard, so it was just on YouTube. Which no big deal. That's fine. I'm planning on spending a couple minutes, but a couple minutes turned into a little over an hour and a half. And while I did enjoy it, I paid for it. And yeah, one of those things. Can't help it. Can't help it. Not complaining, just saying. But I don't know if I remember Grant being on the week before and we talked about the Super Bowl. I was surprised. I thought New England was going to be able to do something, but I was clearly very wrong. Seattle, they did what I didn't think was going to be possible, and that would be have a USC quarterback start and win a Super Bowl. So he's the first and only one to do so. Pretty amazing stuff. In the NBA, the trade deadline, it came with last Thursday. No big moves, nothing crazy. The All-Star weekend this past weekend. Nothing that you don't expect out of the NBA. The NBA is like sports soap opera, sports drama. It's always something. You just have a regular game. There's always something that's in the background. Always with the NBA, whether it's LeBron, KD, Kyrie, always something. And not to say that the NFL is immune to it, but yeah, look at Stephon Diggs. Not so good. Yeah, you never want to meet people that are your heroes, or you think they're your heroes, because you're going to be disappointed, I promise you. What else? Yeah, it was a boring game, in my opinion, but it was the second most watched Super Bowl, and the only one that rivaled it was last year's Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the Eagles. So interesting, just little facts out there. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about here? The NBA. Let's pivot over to college basketball, where KU, number 11 right now, moved up from 11 to 8th place. So a little bit of a improvement. I know they've lost 6 games. There's some questions, but I believe that Peterson and the gang are a solid team. First place Michigan Arizona State kind of just, you go through a slump. It's gonna happen. But yeah, Michigan number one right now, and should be interesting as we begin to head into March, early in February, and depending on where you are, in Kansas City, and we got, it was nearly, I believe, 70 degrees outside today. So pretty good stuff. The Midwest is having East and West Coast like weather. Down south, type weather. Very pleasant, would be very mild for this time of year in comparison to what it normally would be. So I'll take it all day long. Not that I spend a lot of time outside, but I do enjoy it being nice out. But yeah, KU number 8, 12, 12, 6 losses. I forgot. We'll see what happens. See what happens. The Big 12 tournament is around the corner. But yeah, the big dance. Big dance. The tournament. The NCAA tournament. What else is going on in the world? Ice. Yeah. It's not a job I'd want right now. You got people that aren't allowing you to do your work, and at some point, you probably second guess yourself whether you're actually doing good or bad. I don't know. It's not my face to say it, but I will say this. It's not new. This is the third time it's happened. It happened under President Hoover during the Great Depression in the late 20s, early 30s, where jobs were scarce and the pick of jobs was going to be made and meant for American citizens, not illegals. And there were millions deported. Eisenhower did it in the 50s. Even if, it was called Operation Putback. I don't know how much more derogatory you could possibly be. And that also nabbed millions. So when Trump ends up doing it, to me, it's not new, even though it might be new to this generation. And it might be new because it hasn't been seen since Eisenhower in the 50s, but it history is on repeat. It just does it over and over again. So we shouldn't be surprised. But they don't tell you that part. They just make it sound like Trump's over here taking people and just breaking up families. Terrible guy. Yeah. They didn't say these things about Hoover. They didn't say these things about Eisenhower. They probably wouldn't say it about Trump. But with other outside factors, I haven't even really talked about them because there's just, you don't know what's what, who's who, where the information's coming from, who it's coming from. You just know it's being released. So much of it's redacted. And of course, I'm talking about the Epstein files. 3 million or some odd pages of things to read and go over. As though there's nothing better to do than to discuss and to go over the living, lifestyle and living and All the things that this individual did while he was here, not good. People knew about it, but did nothing. And Costa, at the time, back in the late 2000s, before, I think it was 2007, might have been 2008, but got him a super nice deal. So obviously, he had dirt on individuals, and they knew it back then. So call it what you will, it's blackmail, and I'm sure it's still around. So people being mentioned, one thing, people being complicit in the dealings with this man. Sorry, he's not a man. He's trash. He's a garbage. No good. People will be complicit in the activities that he was involved with. Uh, horrible, horrible people. Subhuman. But I don't want to give them any credence because it just simply isn't worth it. It's a blessing this guy is not here, not around anymore. So we'll leave that at that. Harbor Freight and Walmart, the Hyper Tough and the Hercules. And I went back and forth on this one. Hyper Tough, I buy it, and I spend $44 to get a battery, tool, and accessories. And I don't need two wrenches. The Hercules, I spend $60. I get the tool and one of the two wrenches. And that's it. Then I got to spend money on a battery if I want an extra battery. Looking $30 for 2.5 hours. And if you don't have a charger, then you're looking at about $45. I've got all the above, so it wasn't just a bare tool, but I probably could have got a 2.5 hour battery. And to me, the Hyper Tough, it just felt better. I thought it looked better, and that's not to say that the Hercules is by any means not a good tool. It's a fine tool. But I really liked the price point, the performance, and my pockets really liked the price point and performance of the Hyper Tough. And I'm not one that's going to shy away from trying out a different brand and branching out to see what other brands have to offer. When it comes to these cordless tools, just remember, whether it's TTI or SBB, doesn't matter what it is, 85% of all these power tools are coming over from China. 85%. So think about that. Manufacturing isn't being done here. Things aren't being done here. They're being done over there in China, which is not helping us here. So, yes, you want to make America great again, make America work again. That's what you need to do. Make America get back and get to work. If I was in a position where I could, I'd be out there every day. What else? A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. If you haven't watched it, it's on HBO Max. Set about 100 years before Game of Thrones took place. It's 6 episodes, 5 of them already out. Last one is going to be on Sunday. And though I was at first underwhelmed because I thought it started out slowly, I really began to enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to the final episode of the first season. Even though it's only 6 episodes, that's okay. Hope that they are able to bring it back with more episodes. Great little watch. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. HBO Max, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I haven't seen any dragons or any mythical beasts of any kind yet, so if you're looking for that, then wait for House of the Dragon Season 3. It should be out here the next couple, 2-3 months, according to what sources have said. And yeah, check out The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's been a fun little watch. Next, we got the lawn care season coming. If you're able to do so, you have the tools, you're comfortable using tools, and you understand the difference between 4-stroke and 2-stroke, then you can probably figure out how to service your own lawnmower, especially if it's a push mower or a walk behind mower, however you want to word it, with or without, self-propel. Just a matter of belts, pulleys, and changing. No big deal. Changing oil, most lawn mowers, walk on anywhere from 16 to 20 ounces of oil. You can do it many different ways. You can drain from the top. Some of them have a drain. Others don't. I have little evacuators for fluid I can share to you not tonight, but I can do that. Spark plugs, generally you're looking at either 13/16 or 5/8 16 millimeter, whatever you want to call it. And some have fuel filters, some don't. Some have oil filters, some don't. And same with air filters. Generally, you will have an air filter on your lawnmowers. The right oil, you have flat head tappets or flathead lifters in a lot of mowers, and the higher the zinc concentration in the motor oil, the better off it is, and that goes for automotive as well. So the more zinc, the better. It will prolong engine life, and it does make a difference. It's something that I would highly recommend. Zinc additive, and that's going to be in your oil. That's why a lot of lawn mowers and small engines, the tolerances are, and you could say a lot of them are a lot tighter as opposed to looser, to where you want to run what it says. Don't run anything that has ethanol. Ethanol free would be the best if it's available where you are. Use that. If you're sharpening blades, don't use a bench grinder. Don't use a stove because heat is not your friend. You're going to take away from the integrity of the blade and shorten its lifespan if you use a grinder or a stove. You want to try to use a belt sander, and you want to take off as little material as possible and keep it right around 25, 30 degrees. And like I said, you just want to put an edge on it. That's it. That's all you want to do. And it's very simple thing. Clean the deck out, wash it off, got a filter on it, oil filter, favorite applicable air filter, and fuel filter if applicable. Of course, new fresh oil. I'll get my son to demonstrate because we've got mowers. And he's going to be the one who mows lawns. So, yeah, it should be interesting. Excuse me. And I got an old deer in the shed back of the house that I need to get a battery pack. The boy, yeah, will laugh. Sure he'll be fine. Learn that service of riding mowing as well. And the easier one, being able to use riding mower also considerably faster. So yeah, I think he's ready for it. What else we got? As far as motor oil goes, like I said, zinc important. More zinc, generally better. But you can put, especially in your modern lawnmowers, you know, motor oil. So otherwise, get oil from a small engine shop or one of the places that carry small engine oil, and even like your parts stores, Vance, O'Reilly's, they have a small engine oil section, a small engine section, and you can always get it there online, Amazon, also easy to get. And sorry about that. If you can do it yourself, great. If not, I can tell you that prices are going to vary. You're looking probably no less than, oh, some places want to charge diagnostic fee. You're looking probably $80 diagnostics. I'm not sure what the hourly rate is anymore. Could be more. It's $100 diagnostic. Uh, People that you bring your mower to make a good chunk of change on you and your mower because you don't know how to do it. That's okay. We can teach you. You can learn. These things are very simple. I can teach 16-year-old how to do very simple things and then instruct them how to do it properly, then I can definitely do so with an adult. It's all about being willing to learn, want to know how to do something. So it's it's all about you, man. It's all about you. Speaking of which, I thank all of you as always for tuning in. Excuse me. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, and I have nothing but good things to say about everyone, the new members, new subscribers. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to earn your viewership. I'll be completely honest with you. Not on anything at all, but I did take my pills early this pain to my knees. And no, I don't drink, I don't do any of that stuff. I can hear and feel myself slurring a little bit. It's only going to get worse. So before it gets too bad, I'm going to try to lay down and stay down here. I'm in like the perfect spot right now. And aside from that, we might do another live later this week. If not, I'll upload some other videos that I took here. Try to base it up. We're going to have our daily Bible quotes and, daily devotional, daily prayer, daily Bible verse, all those wonderful things to praise the Lord and give Him or her the glory that is asked of us. So Thank you. Again, as always, I'm Mad Max. This is the Russian Tea Room on the Sofa King Variety Show. Thank you all. I look forward again to hopefully being on this week. We'll see. Short, live, I know. Thank you for hanging with me. We cut up some shorts. And yeah, let's have a great rest of the week and be our best selves. All right. I'll talk to everybody later. Thank you again. Deuces.